नमस्कार। आप सभी अपने अपने घरों पर स्वस्थ रूप से, शांत रूप से अपने मित्रजन और अपने परिवारजनों के साथ रह रहे होंगे, ऐसी कामना के साथ हम बात करेंगे। साथ ही आप लोग अपने आस पड़ोस के नीडी पर्सन्स की मदद कर रहे होंगे, ऐसी अभिलाषा है। कल हम बात कर रहे थे प्लेटिहेल्मिन्थेस और निमेटोड्स की, इन विच वी हैव टॉक अबाउट these flatworms, especially their characters, about their structures, right, and the examples, especially planaria and the such one, right. Similarly, you can just see, especially these are most important in that conditions that they are parasitic in nature and they can be effects on our body also, right. So later we can say these are different structures in which can be found in our body, and evenly you can understand, I think, about their characteristics, about their features, right, how they can be effective to our body, and what about their morphological structures and how they can be ill effects on our body. So these all things means they can capable to always helpful very different way, especially these nematodes, and these can shows the ill effects on our body, as I have told about the ascomycetes or the pinworms, hookworms, so on. So we have to talk about today about the annelida, right? The next phylum, that is the annelids. Means we have, what are annelids? Especially you can just see, as we can talk about annelids. Generally, in phylum Annelida, we can say annulus meaning the ring one, right? Means they have rings, and lidos means the form. It means that these organisms have the ring form. Means in their body there should be always the rings, or we can say that they are have the segmented worms, right? Or we can say the Annelida was first coined by the Lamarck, right, and it includes at about 12,000 species of animals in their body, right. If we can talk about the their general features, means what are their general features, we can say, especially they have different structures formation in their body. So we can say talk about their habitat, means we can say they may be aquatic, terrestrial or free living parasites, right. Means they can capable to found everywhere. Evenly they have a body wall, right. Means the outermost covering of body, the thin and moist cuticle secreting by the epidermis. Means generally their body wall or outer body covering is moist cuticle, which can be always capable to secrete some substances. Similarly, as we know that they are metamerism. Metamerism means generally they can divide it into two segments. Metamerism means ring-like grooves. Generally, the annually, and it is called the metameric segmentation. Means they can choose their whole body can be divided into the segmented ring formations. So we can say that is their structures. If we talk about their symmetry, they generally shows the bilateral symmetry, right, because bilateral symmetry means their body can be divided directly into two equal halves easily. On the basis of the germ layers, they are known as the triploblastic, right, means they are triploblastic. And if we talk about the body organization level, that we can, the organ system level, means there you can choose the organ system level to organize and tube within the tube body plan. Evenly we can say they have the cephalizations, or they have the true cephalization, means they can capable to move easily from different places. If we talk about the body cavity, right, means body cavity, as you know that they all are the coilomates. Means we can say coilomates. Why they are known as coilomates? Because on the basis of body cavity, means there is a empty space which can be found between in the mesoderm one. We can say the annelids have true coelom It can be formed by the splitting of the mesodermal epithelial, and such column is known as esthesiocolumn. Right? So we can say they have the true body cavity in their body structure. Evenly, if we can talk about another one, that is the locomotion. Right? So for the locomotion, annelids can move by the paired lateral hollow fleshy appendages. I mean, they have different kinds of appendages in their body. Evenly, and those segments are called parapodia. Means they can be moved with the help of an organ that is called the parapodia, or sometimes it is also known as chitinous setae. Right? Means this chitinous setae can also helpful for them for locomotions, or they are known as the parapodia. So we can say, just you have just seen here, the locomotion organ lower side in their some of their lateral side means appendages called the parapodia. Appendages are called parapodia. Right? So they can be utilized all these. Evenly, if we can talk about the aquatic annelids like the nereis, they have a possess lateral appendages that help in the swimming, and they can also help for longitudinal and circulation muscular locomotions. Means suppose generally in on the terrestrial they have the parapodia, or with the help of setae they can capable to move. But in case of the aquatic ecosystems or in aquatic regions like nereis, they have the appendages which can be help them to swim, and they can also have the longitudinal and circular muscles for the locomotions. Right? If we talk about the skeleton system, generally annelids move by the generally annelids can have a hydrostatic skeleton for the animals. Means we can say coelomic fluid in the body cavity acts as the hydrostatic skeleton. Means अब चूंकि ये सिलोमेट है, और सिलोमेट का मतलब क्या है, इसके अंदर ट्रू बॉडी कैविटी है, और ट्रू बॉडी कैविटी है डेफिनेट इट कैन contains some specific type of fluid inside them. So due to which these annelids can become an structure, or known as, we can say that they all are the hydrostatic skeleton for these animals. Right? If we can talk about the digestive system, we can say especially digestive tract in the straight and complete starting from mouth to ending of anus. Means there is a complete digestive system can be seen in these organisms. Means we can know that these organisms have mouth and anus at the opposite of their muscular pharynx, esophagus, stomach and intestine. Means these all organs are present in the digestive systems of the annelida. Evenly, if we can talk about their another processes, those are, you can say, that is called the respiration. Right? Means generally these annelids organisms can always respire by or through skin, gills or parapodia. Means they can be capable to respire from their moist skin. As you know, I am just giving you over here with the help of their moist skin, but evenly these some different organisms can have the different structures in their body. They can get the structures, for that they can capable to utilize that, they can be always help to get such type of structure through which they can capable to respire. Means the parapodia can also helpful for them, the skin can also help them, and gills can also helpful for the respirations. Similarly, if we can see the circulatory system, means how the different substances can be circulated in their body. Right? For that generally you can just see over here, these organisms have the closed circulatory systems, and we can say the blood flows through the system of body vessels. Means we can say generally these organisms can have a heart is seen with one dorsal and one ventral blood vessels. Right? Means they have the first animals that have the closed circulatory system. Before that, from the poriferans to nematodes, there is no closed circulatory system complete developed. But in case of the annelida, these organisms can have the special structures, means they have the heart one, they have the blood vessels also, which are situated in the dorsal and the ventral sides of those organisms. So we can say these are the specific organisms. Evenly, we can say the another one that they have other characters. If we talk about the excretory, as you have just seen over here, I have given you only one thing. The excretory waste is called the castings. Means, but how these castings can be done over there? Means how these animals can do such process? If you've ever seen the special organisms, right? Especially if you have seen the earthworm, right? In that conditions also you can just get the such type of things. Evenly, we can say this have can always excretate or can give a ball like structures of the soil well in your field areas. खेतों में आपने कभी कभी अगर अर्थवर्म के होल्स देखे होंगे, बोरो देखे होंगे, जहाँ पर वो अपना वेस्ट मटेरियल निकाल के रखते हैं. तो that especially we can say excretory waste, that is called casting. And these organisms, especially annelids, have some specific, those can be, we can say, the excretory organ that is called nephridia in their body, right? And that nephridia is have the different segments and which can always help in the excretion and osmoregulation of their body. Means this nephridia contains have the nephridiophore through which they can do the process that is called the casting, right? Means they can capable to excrete their body substances from their outside their body. If we talk about the nervous system, right, means the nervous system generally they have two cerebral ganglia and double ventral nerve cord. Evenly, means we can say generally in the phylum Annelida they contains the nerve rings around the pharynx and a double ventral nerve cord with the ganglion, as I told you, right? Means they have a two ganglia with double ventral nerve cord, which can be always helpful for them, their sensitivity. And if we talk about the reproductions, right, so we can say generally annelids reproduce sexually, they are unisexual, right? Means, or sometimes they are the bisexual. If we talk about the Nereis, it is a unisexual one, and we can say the bisexual, that is hermaphrodite, in which the male female both are found over there. So the leech and earthworm, right, Peritima, they are the another one. Evenly, we can say their larva is known as ocophore. And if we talk about the examples of annelids, they are known as Ferretima, that is earthworm, Hyroneria, that is blood sucking, जिसे लीच आप कहते हैं, Nereis and Amphitrodites. As you can see in the different organisms in this diagram over there for such annelida organisms. So this is the general features, general structures of these annelids. Then we have to talk about another phylum that is called the Arthropoda, right? So after the annelida, there is another phylum that is called the Arthropoda. Generally, we can say the Arthropoda or arthon meaning is the jointed parts in the food. Means the organisms which have the with jointed foods, right? So we can say they all comes in the phylum of that is called the Arthropoda, right? Evenly, we can say this is the first phylum which can get or shows the simplest segmented animals or the segmented food also. Evenly, we can say that they are the commonly called jointed leg animals, especially the main characters of this phylum is this one. Evenly, we can say this Arthropoda is the largest phylum, a group of animals which included at least 10 lakh insect species, and we can say 1 lakh 2248 species spiders, scorpion 1 lakh 32,048, right? So this way we can say, and up to 47,000 of crustaceans, right? So there's so many such species are found over there. Or evenly there's a special thing that we can say the 80% of total known animals species, means we can say evenly at least now there is only 80% of total arthropods are known only. Mean 20% are unknown still now. We can say that's why it is the known as the largest phylum of the animal kingdom. So we have to talk about their body one, their general features. Right. So again, first of all about habitat. So they generally they may be aquatic, terrestrial, or these animals occur in free living, parasitic, or एज यू नो बैड बग, आपने खटमल देखा होगा अपने घरों में, टिक्स जो अपने डोमेस्टिक एनिमल्स होते हैं, काउस, फेलोज, डॉग्स, इनकी बॉडी पे टिक्स चिपके रहते हैं, मॉस्किटोज, दीज आर द belongs to in this conditions. Evenly, if we talk about their body parts, generally their body is segmented externally, right? Means they do not show the metamorphism, means as the previous one, the Annelida shows. Their whole body is segmented, but their only external part is segmented shown. So they can externally segmented their body, and their body wears head and many few segmented and sense organs also. Evenly, if we talk about the symmetry and the body organization, generally the arthropod have the bilateral symmetrical, in which generally they can be divided into two right and left equal halves, and we can say on the basis of germ layers they are triploblastic with the organ system level of organization, means their body is complete developed organ system development, means cell to tissue to organ to organ system, means they have the different organ systems for the functioning of the different body mechanism in their structures. Evenly, if we talk about the appendages, right, means these animals have the jointed and pair appendages, at least 3 pair, right? We can say that jointed and pair appendages which are present in some or all times or segment, right? They may be segmented also, may not be segmented. Evenly, we can say these performs various functions like walking, killing, and jumping and feeding, right? So after that, generally we can say another one. Then if we can talk about their other things, especially we can say that there are some organisms which can be respired with different mechanisms, we have to talk about later one. But generally they can, body can be divided into the head, thorax, and the abdomen can be divided. And as we know that they have a exoskeletons, means if we talk about skeleton system, they are generally exoskeleton systems, and their skeleton can be made up of a non-living thing that is called chitinous cuticle, right? That is called chitinous covering, means their exoskeleton chitinous covering. अगर आपने कभी कॉकरोच को देखा हो, ग्रास ऑपर को देखा हो, कभी हाउस फ्लाइज को ही क्यों ना देखा हो, वेन एवर यू टच देम, बटरफ्लाई को टच कीजिएगा कभी आप, तो उनकी जो बॉडी का स्ट्रक्चर्स है, राइट, तो वो जो स्ट्रक्चर्स है वो आपको हल्का सा एक हार्डली मिलेगा, तो वो दैट इज मेड अप ऑफ विद द हेल्प ऑफ चिटिनस cuticle. Okay, so with the help of that they can be made up of. Evenly, we can say the exoskeleton can always help to protect these animals from the some mechanical and chemical injuries, right? And they can be also helpful for the prevent by the desiccations, and also help of the attachment, means they can never be attached anywhere. No, they cannot be attached over there. So this can be always helpful for them. If we can talk about their locomotions, means how these animals can be locomote. So generally, as we talk about that, they all have the jointed appendages, help them to locomote, right? And cilia are found to be absent in the arthropod. Generally, these appendages does not contain the cilia. Generally, cilia is a locomotive organ, but cilia is not present over there in this conditions. If we can talk about the digestive systems, means generally these animals have the different structures in their body one. So we can say especially these animals can have complete digestive systems, means complete alimentary canal, which can be always developed from the mouth to the anus, we can say. And this alimentary canal can be divided into different categories, that is called the foregut, midgut and hindgut. Right? Means their alimentary canal can be divided into different category, that is foregut, midgut and hindgut. If we can talk about the respiration in the arthropods, that it can occurs through the general body surface, means generally they can be take their respiration with the help of their body surface, or they have some organisms have the gills, and some organisms have the book gills, and some organisms have the book lungs or the tracheal system in their body. Means these are the different respiratory organ in their body. Generally we can always utilize the book lungs in their body or the tracheal system in their body for the respiration one. Right? So we can say such type of thing. If we suppose if we talk about the individually this respiration systems in the different organisms, means if we can talk about the prawn, there is a book lungs. If we can talk about the scorpion and the spider, there is a trachea for their conditions. Sorry, I think I have changed there one. So please remember that prawn has the gills for their respiration, and scorpion and the spider, क्योंकि जो आपका ये बिच्छू होता है और जो ये आपके स्पाइडर होता है, राइट, मकड़ी, तो इनमें क्या होता है, बुक लंग्स होते हैं. ऐसे कॉकरोच में ट्रैकिया होते हैं. अगर आपने कभी कॉकरोच पकड़ा तो कॉकरोच को जब उसके आप स्केलेटन को उठाएंगे तो आप देखेंगे उसकी जो सेगमेंटेड बॉडी है उसके बीच में एक गैप्स होता है, अगर आप कभी ऊपर नहीं देखेंगे तो. और वेन एवर यू ज्वाइन द क्लास आई विल जस्ट शो यू. तो दैट इज कॉल्ड दी दैट दे आर द ट्रैकिया सिस्टम्स, राइट. एंड अगर हम बात करते हैं बुक गिल्स की, they are generally found into the king crab. There are different types of respiratory part can be found in different arthropods, right. So then we have to talk about another thing, that is called the circulatory systems. Means generally these all organisms have a open circulatory system, means they do not have any blood vessel in their body, and the blood flows in the hemocoel इंस्टेड ऑफ द ब्लड वेसल्स. सो आपने कभी भी अगर किसी भी इंसेक्ट को किल करेंगे, पिचकाएंगे, तो उसमें ग्रीनिश, ब्लैकिश, डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ मटेरियल्स एकदम इमीडिएटली बाहर आ जाता है, राइट. तो रियल में देखा जाए तो दैट फ्लूइड इज देयर ब्लड. इट ऑलवेज डिपेंड ऑन द अमाउंट ऑफ द डिफरेंट न्यूट्रिएंट्स. सपोज देयर इज अ कॉपर, सो इट विल ऑलवेज ग्रीनिश इन कलर, right. Or if there is a zinc, there is a blackish pigment, hemocoel is found over there. So these are different conditions in which we can understand. Evenly, if we can talk about their excretory systems, especially these insects have the Malpighi organs or Malpighi tubules, or some organisms can also have the green glands opening directly to their exterior parts, right. Means they can be always capable to excrete their waste or excretory substances with the help of Malpighian tubules, right. Or you can say the green gland opening directly into the exterior parts. Then we have to talk about their nervous system. Nervous system generally they consist a nerve ring and double ganglion ventral nerve cord. Evenly sense organs, they have the simple tentacles if you've seen them, right. Means they evenly they have the eyes also, compound eyes also, as well as that is called the ocelli, right, which can with the help of that they can be always maintained. Evenly the aquatic form of the statocytes for the balancing in the aquatic arthropods, this some organisms have the statocytes for the balancing their body. And if we talk about their reproductions, right, in case of the reproductions, the arthropod reproduce by sexually method. Fertilization occur internally inside the body, and they are generally oviparous, but few are viviparous, right? So we can say such conditions, especially as we can say viviparous like the scorpion. Evenly scorpion is a arthropods, and arthropods generally are the oviparous, but few one like the विविपेरस दैट इज स्कॉर्पियन एज। और आपने सुना भी होगा कि स्कॉर्पियन को सेक्रीफाई करनी पड़ती है अपनी लाइफ फॉर द देयर चाइल्ड बर्थ, राइट। कहते हैं कि जब उसके रिप्रोडक्शन हो जाता है, उसके चाइल्ड जो यंग वंस होते हैं बॉडी से बाहर आ जाते हैं, तो उसका तो डेथ कर जाता है। इवनली वी कैन से सो द डेवलपमेंट मे बी डायरेक्ट और इनडायरेक्ट इन्वॉल्विंग मेटामॉर्फोसिस। मीन्स कुछ ऑर्गेनिम्स के अंदर मेटामॉर्फोसिस यानी कि विदाउट जो लार्वल स्टेजेस के बिना सीधे अडल्ट स्टेज दिखाई देती है, लेकिन कुछ में धीरे धीरे डिफरेंट स्टेजेस कैन बी फॉलोज बाय द ऑर्गेनिजम्स। सो दिस इज द condition through which we can understand about the arthropods. And if we can talk about the development of these arthropods, especially they can be also later classified in different categories, right? In different classes. Generally these arthropods have also divided into 5 classes which are not in our syllabus here, but you have to just know about their names. So we can say class crustacea, especially example of the prawn, crab, Myriapoda, that is Scolopendra centipedes you have seen over there, and Julius millipedes over there, right? And there is another class that is called Insecta, Musca domestica, आपकी कॉमन हाउस जो कॉमन हाउस फ्लाई होती है, या एपिस इंडिका, या जो हनी बी होती है वो, पेट्स लुकेस्टिया, राइट, एंड वेक्टर वन। सो वी कैन से दिस आर द डिफरेंट्स। जैसे पेट्स में लुकेस्टिया लुकेस्ट होते हैं, वेक्टर में मॉस्किटोज होते हैं। सो दिस कैन बी classified in such categories over there. So these some of the arthropods are very economic importance, which can be seen or which is utilized by the human beings, as apis, honeybee, bombyx, silkworm, and the laccifer lac insect. Because honey is the part of our food, supplementary food. Bombyx especially for silkworm, which can be utilized for the making of the clothes, and the lac that लाख बनाने के लिए काम आता है। आपने शायद महाभारत की स्टोरी सुनी होगी जिसमें लाक्षागृह बनाया गया था पांडवों के लिए कौरवों द्वारा मारने के लिए, तो वो पूरा का पूरा जो बना था लाख से। इट इज़ वेरी फ्लेमेबल सब्सटेंस, राइट। सो दिस वी कैन से दे कैन बी ऑलवेज एंड इवनली देयर इज अ लिमुलस क्रैब और किंग क्रैब इज लिविंग फॉसिल्स from the arthropod phylum. Generally it is also known as living fossils in such conditions. So students, today it is your work. You must complete all these notes in your copy and write them properly, draw the diagrams also, and try to do the questions answers over. In next we will discuss about the mollusca. So you must prepare your notes. Be safe, be stay in home, and